right, our Working Woman Wednesday salute is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, she was born to educate, inspire, empower, certified integrative nutrition, life, and health coach, radio show host, writer, international speaker. Woo! She is a dynamic woman, which is why she gets our Working Woman Wednesday salute. We got Miss Wendi Cherry in the building. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for sitting down and just speaking with us. You know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
And I know that means a lot. That means a lot in our community in general. Like, we really are you're starting to see more conversations surrounding mental health awareness for men and women and even young people.
Absolutely.
So speak a little bit to the work that you do.
So I am an integrative nutrition health coach. And so what that means is I put together the healing from the mind, body, and spirit perspective. Okay. Always focusing back to you, because we are human beings and we're able to heal ourselves. However, you can't heal what you won't face. So it's really like what you can't fix what you won't face. And for many years, our community would not face mental illness.
Absolutely.
And it's not hard. I mean, it's not hard to be in a space or to get in a space where you're feeling like something's not right. And so, especially in the Black community and for women, we are the super women.
Yeah.
It's a myth. The myth of the super Black woman, right? And so we take on all these different things. We're stressed out at work. We might be stressed out at home, and we're not talking about it. And so what happens is the mind and the heart forgive. The body does not forgive. So after a while, it's like body blow, body blow, body blow. That's what happens when we just absorb all of these things. And a lot of times, it's not just what has happened to us. Trauma is passed down generationally.
Yeah. So
anybody may have had a situation where there was an elder who was left in the room, you know, and the door was closed all the time, or that's just how he acts. And then, you know, you just kind of say, okay, that's just how he acts. But that's mental illness. And so we are now having these conversations, thank God. Yeah. Because we need these conversations. And there are small things that you can do to try to help balance yourself. And I'm not talking clinical diagnosis. Yeah. The clinical diagnosis is a whole nother thing. But for those of us who are just sort of like maybe a little stressed out, can't sleep at night, not feeling, there are small steps that we can take to get ourselves back on par. And if it is a medical diagnosis, an actual diagnosis, then you go get some support and professional help.
Absolutely. We're talking to Wendi Cherry right now. Let me ask you about some of these small things we can do, because I know for me, if I'm super stressed out or if I have a lot going on, or, you know, I can't sleep, I get into that space and that anxiety's kicking in, I'll pop an Advil PM to make me go to sleep. Okay. Then I'm out. Okay. And then I wake up, it's a new day, I feel better. Okay. So if we don't want to self-medicate, because a lot of us are medicating.
It's soothing. You're self-soothing.
You're trying to like just get it out the way. You're trying to move on from it quickly. So what do you suggest to people who are using
There is no
medication?
Move on from it quickly. There is no silver bullet. There is no silver bullet to working out, to eating healthfully, to doing any of the things that we do that will make us feel better. And so I want you all, the listeners, to know there is more than green juice. There's more than keto, which is everybody's doing now. There's more to going to the gym and working out. It's a mind, body, spirit. It's all together. And so we have siloed these things. I'm just going to the gym, but you're eating crap. Right? So I would say a few steps, a few tips is to talk to somebody that you love. And if you can't find anybody that you love that you want to share your deepest with, get some support, some professional support, because what you want are tools to help you navigate through it. Right? So also, if you don't have insurance like many of us don't, journal. You can go to any store and get those cute little journals for $5.99. And so the goal is to get it up out of the body and out. So the pain that you feel, the trauma that you may be carrying, the anxiety, all these different things are in your body. But we want them to come out as a detox. So think of it as a detox, emotional detox. Yeah. So everybody's on that green juice, wrapping your little belly around and taking these pills. I mean, that might be a place for that. but your emotional detox, talking about your feelings. So many of us have suppressed the pain that we feel.
Yeah.
So many of us have suppressed the things that we feel like we got an injustice, somebody did us wrong or whatever, and we don't talk about it. So that's one, getting to sleep at night. Sleeping. There is no sleep is for suckers. That's a sucker move. If you don't get any sleep.
Yeah.
That's when your body restores, regenerates, repairs, and renews. And you can only do it, y'all are not going to believe this, but the way that the body has evolved, you only do those things between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. It doesn't happen any other time. That's the way that the human body has evolved. So I know that you're up watching TV at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, or you're saying, I'm just a night owl. There is no such thing as a night owl. Society has created the night owl, but folks are up because they're anxious. Folks are up because they ate and their food is not digested.
Right.
Folks are up because they're worrying about money, worrying about relationships, worrying about work, worrying about family. That's why they're up. So trying to get a good sleep at night is key. Drinking water is basic stuff. Think about, for any of you who, a few years before, like everybody got sucked into the vortex of the internet. And I know probably a lot of your listeners are citizens of the net, so they don't know anything outside of the net. But for those of us who are a little bit older, this technology didn't always exist, right? And so we were able to go to sleep at night. We knew that we were supposed to drink some more water. We knew that we were supposed to eat right. And so eating right is the other thing. Eating live food. So everybody's on this Dr. Sebi kick, right?
Yeah.
About eating live foods, but there's a lot to it. If you're eating foods that are all orange and yellow, chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, a whole bunch of pastas and breads, those things aren't the rainbow. You want to eat the rainbow of colors, fruit, vegetables, all these beautiful colors that we have to eat. They affect your body in different ways. So for one thing to help with anxiety is walnuts and blueberries. Who would have thought? It's the way that it affects your body. Now think to yourself, what is the shape of a walnut?
Like a brain.
The brain.
Yeah.
It supports the brain activity. The blueberry, specifically the darkness of it, it's a phytonutrient which helps to fight disease, and it helps to fight cancer, and it helps to eliminate the free radicals that are in the body. This is probably super technical, but it is true when we're thinking of ways to sort of relieve the stresses that we have on us. It doesn't have to be so harsh. Sans a clinical diagnosis. Sleep, water, good, healthy food, talking to somebody, and exercise. If you can exercise, it doesn't have to be you pumping weights and doing all those things. It could be walking around the block. It could be moving your body. That's what it needs to be. We need to move our bodies because we are very sedentary. So the statistic in the 70s was that smoking will kill you.
Yeah.
The new statistic is sitting at your desk is the new smoking. Because we're not moving our bodies.
Yeah.
And we're slumped over because we're on our computers.
For hours.
And we're not moving.
Yeah.
So movement is key. So those are the things that I would say are helpful in the very beginning stages of trying to help you relieve some of the tension and the anxiety that you may have.
Yeah. Wendi, I appreciate you for sharing this information and knowledge. If people are listening right now and they would like to connect with you or meet you, how can people follow you and follow your movement?
Okay, so my website is just wendycherry.com. So it's Wendi with an I and cherry like the fruit. And then on Instagram, it is Awaken and Heal.
Awaken and heal.
Yes, because I believe that once we awaken and shake off the fog of this, society and all the different things that we're in, like the vortex.
Yeah.
And once you shake it off, then you can start to heal. So that's what it's called. My movement is called the Goddess Awakening and Healing Sanctuary. So we were born gods and goddesses, right? But we forgot because society tells us that we ugly and our body parts are terrible and that we deserve to die in the streets. That's what society says. But we're born, it's our birthright to have good water, to have good food, to have fun and pleasure and enjoy things. That's what we were born to do, right? And so but I believe when you heal a woman and you awaken a woman, she heals her family, then it heals her community, and then it's a nation. So that's why I like to focus on women, Black women.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then when you awaken, you heal. And then I provide a sanctuary, a safe place to do those things with health coaching, with supermarket tours, take you to the store and show you how to eat the right things. Because everybody says eat the right things. And you like, what does
that mean?
Right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So those are the things that I do in the sanctuary.
Well, Wendi, thank you so much. You're definitely our Working Woman Wednesday salute, especially because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Any last words for anybody who, during this month, we want to bring awareness to the importance of taking care of yourself. And you talked to us about taking care of ourselves spiritually, physically, mentally. Any last words just to anybody out there that is hurting or they haven't sought help, they haven't changed their habits yet, but like you said, they've got something on their back,
right?
Something on their mind, and,
right.
and they're just they haven't quite found the proper escape. Anything else you'd like to say during Mental Health Awareness Month?
Well, I don't want you to think of it as an escape. I want you to think of it as you're healing and you're opening up yourself to something better. So the last word is get some support if you need it. And it can be just your friends. It could be your loved ones. Sometimes it's easy to talk to strangers. But to get those feelings, figure out what they are, what's causing them. If there's a person, place, or thing causing those, like if you're at a job you don't like, if you're in a relationship you don't like, get out, right? Or get your plan together to get out, because it takes a little time to do those things. But just go past self-care. So the thing now is self-care. Yeah. Get your nails done. I'm going to the spa. You got all these people on social with their toes at the beach. So how about move past that and go to self-preservation? Whatever it's going to be, whatever it takes for you to start to feel better and more peaceful, then that's what you do. So the American dream is not cars, jewelry, the babies, and the husband and the wife. The American dream is to sleep peacefully at night. And that's what I wish for everybody.
There it is, Wendi Cherry. She's our Working Woman Wednesday salute. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for the work that you're doing.